Right, there he is. All right, Wai.
Hello, Nick.
How are you, lads?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, my friends. What are we drinking today? I've gone for a Japanese premium beer called Sapporo.
Oh, let's have a look.
If you can see that.
Very nice. I haven't had that one before.
Huge can, mate. Huge can. What are you drinking?
This baby, the Moretti, my lifeline.
Never had it, so.
My second best friend.
Put it closer. Where's it from? Italy?
Well, it's founded in 1859.
Oh,
and
God.
It's a full-bodied golden beer.
Fucking hell. You selling these beers or what? Jesus. Right, what are we making? What are we making today, Wai?
So we're making a chili garlic lemon linguine. I'm going to add prawns in mine, but you can add what you like. It's a very
We're going to do some plant-based cod. I'm going to remove the batter from it. I'll post what it is after we're done so they can get the correct one. But you can do this with, like you said, Wai's going to do it with shrimp. I'm going to do mine with the cod. I mean, you can do imitation crab. You can do a lot of different things. But I think what's the bulk of the meal, Wai?
Well, the bulk of the meal is the flavour from the oil we get from the which is going to coat the linguine. So, you can choose your protein. Also, we've got tomatoes in there, which is part of the vegetables. So, yeah, but the flavour, it's all within the flavour. Easy and flavoursome, quick meal for a busy man like me.
Yeah, you are a busy man. We'll get on to that in a sec. So oil in the pan. We got the water already boiling for the noodles.
So first of all, we need to get linguine on. So you've got a boiling pan of water. Make sure it's very salty. So the salt needs to cook with the linguine. That's going to add to the flavour later on. So imagine swimming in the sea. That's how salty it needs to be.
Lovely. Cheers for that, Wai. All right, so salt's going in, noodles are going in now, and then I'm going to oil in the pan, and we're going to get cracking. What goes in first, Wai, on the oil? Is it the garlic?
Yeah, well, so make sure there's a lot of oil. Maybe 4 or 5 good, make sure. Because that's going to be the flavour of the flavouring, so.
Very nice. Add a bit more salt to my noodles. So my plant-mixed noodles are pretty much, we're just softening them because they're already kind of cooked. I'm just reading the packaging, so it can take a little bit less time than yours, Wai. But Wai and I actually met each other at school. How old are we, Wai? 12?
Year 7?
Can't even remember what year 7 was. What is that, about 12, 13?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
We met then, and we've just basically been best mates ever since. And when I decided to move to America, it was obviously a big decision, and it was quite emotional, wasn't it, at the start? But it's one of those things that we kind of realised that we actually grew closer together, being separated, which was a bit strange. But Wai's pretty much come to visit me after I finished college. He'd come out to the States once a year, and I think 2018, he came twice.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Now, with Wai, when I was younger, one thing that drew me to him was his work ethic. And he was always a driven guy. And like, obviously being 14, we'd go out to the park, play footy. And we'd always kind of, do the normal things teenagers do. But Wai worked with his parents from a very early age. I think that stuck with you, didn't it, throughout? And even I think by 18 years old, he was a manager at Gatwick Airport. Was that right?
Yeah, that was it. Well, yeah, I was working from a young age more just to help out my mum and dad. Obviously working in the chip shop. So I think that was probably about 9 or 10. And then, when we got older, everyone wanted to go travelling. Take a gap year. I thought, I want to get something under my belt, obviously get a career. So, started World Duty Free, Gatwick's my first job, and worked towards the manager within a year.
And one thing I mentioned in the cookbook about Wai was his work ethic, but you never really knew because I never spoke about it because obviously we don't really, as men, we don't really talk about emotions. But I brought it up to him. Was it this year? No, I think it was last year. I said to him, when we were younger, I used to be jealous of him, and you couldn't believe it, could you? Because obviously I didn't tell him. But I was jealous because of his work ethic. He was always driven, and I was thinking, like, I'm not doing fucking anything with my life. And it was at that moment I thought, I've got to do something because I want to be on his level. And when you have a best mate that's kind of doing this, and you're literally just doing this, I knew there's only going to be two options. One was he's going to keep going, and we're not going to be mates because, you know, that's just not going to happen. Or I'm going to have to get up to his level. And that's kind of what's happened, isn't it? And that happened, and it helped me massively from looking at you. I mean, I don't want to fucking toot your own horn. You're not that great, but...
Well, it's getting on about my greatness. We've got time for...
Yeah, so garlic's in, oil, that's cooking nicely.
Oh, so, okay, cool. Let me turn on the heat.
Oh, sorry, man, I jumped the gun.
Yeah, jumping the gun as usual. Look, it needs to be really, really slow heat. You don't want to burn the garlic or the chili, so you just want to bring out the flavours.
Perfect. Turn that down. Jump the gun, I did, mate. Noodles are already cooking well.
But yeah, it was really interesting to hear what you said about that. Because yeah, as I say, we never really spoke about it. We're just mates, you know, having fun, doing, you know, what best mates do. But we never really talk about the real life, the real emotions. And you know, it's one of those things where you don't really talk to anyone about. But yeah,
it's a guy thing, isn't it? And we grew up with that same mentality. We'll leave it to the girls to talk about their emotions. But it was actually once I moved to America, we started opening up to each other about, you know, our thoughts, our problems. We just kept getting closer. In terms of diet, Wai, so Wai's massively into his food, and we used to watch loads of cooking shows together. And one thing when I used to visit England in my college days was we'd make an event out of eating. Like, we would go to different restaurants, so excited to try all these new things. And one of our biggest things we've always wanted to do, since obviously me living here, was the Caesar's buffet in Vegas. So we'd obviously pile our plates high with all this shrimp and meat and all this type of thing. And this was going during the phase of where my internal kind of issues, and even with Wai, like, every time we hung out, I was in pain, wasn't I? And you never understood it. I never really understood it because I was stubborn. And it got to a point where I wasn't listening to my body. So obviously that's one of the biggest reasons why I changed to plant-based. But with you, Wai, like, tell us about your diet at the moment, because as I went plant-based, you were kind of curious as to why, and you were asking me questions about it. And just so tell us about your kind of eating habits at the moment.
Yeah, well, I guess before I was a massive meat eater. I love my foods, all different types of food. I love going to different countries and, you know, seeing, you know, what different flavors are. But yeah, I think when you went plant-based, of course, it's very interesting. And for me, I was like trying something new. So giving it a go, and I guess putting little targets, see how long I could do it for. Because it's a big change for me eating, meat all my life, 31 years. So yeah, it was really interesting. And part of it is, obviously, I've already mentioned that I've got gout. So obviously food, meat especially, is not good because obviously it's high in purine, which leads to high uric acid, and end up getting gout attacks. Yeah, but yeah, and that's why I try going plant-based. I only start off doing Monday to Friday because obviously I want to ease myself into it, and so it's quite difficult just doing that full time. So the weekend was my little break, just to have a little bit of meat.
Yeah, because I actually use you as an example now when a lot of people message me, and Kaylee is, how do I do that transition? Do I have to go all in? And again, everyone's individual, everyone's different, and it all depends on what you want out of it. And like, if you look at Wai's kind of eating habits now, it's almost like 80% for plant-based. Would you say, Wai, 20% meat? Going through, like, was it Monday through Friday plant-based? Saturday and Sunday he enjoys, like, now shrimp. And you've added the shrimp to your garlic, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I have.
No. So again, it works for everyone. Have you felt a big difference? Have you felt any more energy since obviously eating more plants in the week? Have you seen any benefits to that yet, or?
Well, so first of all, it was, I guess, no, because it was a big change for me, and doing the plant was just more of a mental goal than actually enjoying it. And actually, I was craving meat, and when I see people eating it, when I smell it, I really, really wanted it. So the first kind of month or two was the hardest, but no, as time's gone on, we start discovering certain food flavors. Actually, meat's not that important. It's all about the flavor that goes within it. But yeah, I've definitely seen a difference. I feel a lot healthier, just within myself. And say now, meat doesn't really bother me too much. I don't really need to have it. I could easily go without it, but it did take a bit of time. So.
Yeah, absolutely. With I'm just chopping up some tomatoes. We're going to add these at the end, right?
Yeah, so we'll turn off the heat, tuck it in, and add in linguine.
Perfect. So my oil and garlic's in. Are we adding anything yet? Mine looks to be pretty much there.
Yeah.
So how many tomatoes do you recommend for this dish?
Well, I use some plum tomatoes, so I just got the little ones, but just a little bowl.
Oh, I'm going to use them. I've got those. Chopping them in half or putting them in whole?
I'll chop them in half.
Okay, bosh, here we go.
The tomato will just make the dish a little bit more saucy. Lovely.
So Wai's one of the busiest people I've ever known, to be honest with you, because he doesn't just have one business, he has multiple. What's your eating habits on a general Monday through Friday? Because obviously you're out and about constantly. You have different businesses which require different kind of types. You travel for. Tell us a little bit about that and how you basically fit in breakfast, lunch, dinner. Do you have snacks? Do you skip meals at times because you're too busy?
Well, the truth is Monday to Friday is a little bit hectic. Is wake up, go gym, go to work, and then whenever I finish work, sometimes it could be 6, sometimes it could be 8 o'clock. So it's all, I guess, a little bit of prep in advance. So I like to have sweet potatoes, one of my favourite things. So, I'll oven bake, a couple of, I'd say, kilo or 2 of baked potato. So they're quite easy to heat up in the morning and just have that. I'd love to squeeze lemon juice over it. That's a nice, stable breakfast. Lunch, to be honest, is as and when. Sometimes I don't even get it. So maybe just a packet of crisps here and there. And then dinner is, once again, just trying to suss out what's easy. So sometimes it's frozen food, like frozen vegetable burgers or things like that. So just whatever's easy. Because by the time I get home, absolutely starving. I just want to get some food down me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of tomatoes gone in. Yeah, mine just went in. Smells really, really nice. Would you add any seasoning at this point, or are we just cooking as is for now?
Yeah, with a bit of pepper. Throw a bit of pepper in there. It should be salty enough from the linguine water, but if not, add a little bit more salt later.
Okay. So I've got my tomatoes in. Just chopping up some red chili. Are we putting that in the pan as well? Is this going to be a raw garnish?
What's that, parsley?
Pepper, the red chili pepper.
Oh, yeah, that should have gone in the oil.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Skipped a beat, didn't I? Well, missed a beat, you say. That's going in now.
Get it in there, get it all to bring the flavour out of that chili. So maybe add some chili flakes as well. You've got some chili flakes.
I do indeed.
Just to make. Also, you could alter the dish. If you want it slightly more spicy, add more chili in there.
Got it.
Which I'll be doing as well.
With you skipping lunch, you think part of it's an excuse? You think you could do better if you maybe meal prepped and took it with you to work?
Maybe. I think weekend I could probably do it for Monday, Tuesday. But for the weekend, I like just to chill, relax, and cook the meal I want to eat for that day and not worry about the week ahead. So I don't know. I'm sure I can make an effort and prep the meals for the week. But I say sometimes I'm on the road a lot as well, and I can't heat things up. So it has to be as and when, literally as and when.
That's because we get that question a lot as well about what do you do when you're out and about? Like obviously when I'm building the house, like I'll cook a big batch and I'll have like fajita veggies, quinoa, rice in the morning. And I just add that, I'll do an extra serving and put it in a container and take it with me and have it cold. And some dishes are really, really nice cold. Some aren't, so I'll obviously stay away from them. Like no one wants a cold lasagna, for example. But do you think if you planned a little bit more ahead that you could do that, make a big batch, take it with you, regardless if you got to it or not? But just thinking out loud in terms of, we get asked that a lot, especially from traveling business people like yourself. So they always find it hard, especially on the road, to fit that into their diet and their daily lifestyle.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, we talk all the time. So sometimes when we chat, it kind of just jogs my memory to do so. I'll say I'm really passionate about food, love eating, as you know. So, I think loves food.
Well, when Wai was younger, you actually struggled a little bit with your weight, didn't you? Because you were working so much, you weren't really sporty because you were working. And I remember you sent me a picture the other month, and he's a big lad. Obviously now you're in good shape. Do you work out 5 times a week, 7 times a week?
Yeah, well, I try to do 5 times a week, 6 times if I'm not too tired on Saturday. But obviously that's part of the, as you get older, you need to look after yourself a little bit more. So it's just having that balanced diet, which sometimes I struggle with, obviously throughout the week. But also exercise is really important, just to kind of reset the mind as well for the focus for the day. So it's mainly for me, it's the fitness and for the fresh mental start of the day.
Nice, get you going. What's next, Wai? I've got everything done. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So linguine goes straight into the oil.
I'm just going to watch you here because mine's ready, but I'll plate mine obviously later. But I just want to watch how it. So the linguine's going to. It's going to go in the actual bowl with them.
Yeah, it's also the salty water that's going to help flavour it as well.
Perfect. It smells really, really good. What I love about this meal as well, it's really quick, minimal ingredients. Anyone can cook it, and it smells amazing. It's obviously healthy, and like we said at the start, you can add whatever you need to add to it. Like Wai's doing shrimp, I'm doing plant-based fish, whatever you call it.
This is really good for me because I get home at 8:30. So I could quickly whip this up in 10 minutes. I've got a delicious dinner. So.
Would you usually pair that with anything? Garlic bread? I mean, I'm going to pair mine with garlic bread today because it was at the store. Wai said his bread was out today. But what would you usually pair it with? Would you just eat it as is, or?
No, I say garlic bread is a good shout. We go Italian, you're going to have a bit of garlic bread. Obviously, I'm trying to. Don't want too much carbs before going to bed. So, but yeah, garlic bread is a very, very good side for this.
Yeah. Well, Kaylee and I talk all the time because, again, you say carbs for bed. I'm lucky. I can eat carbs all day long and I've never noticed a difference. But yeah, like I said, not many people have the carbs or a big amount of carbs, but I'll just do a sliver of garlic bread, obviously with the time difference. This is my lunch, so I'm going to probably have a nice...
I'll cut in the parsley with the oil as well.
Okay.
And then now we can squeeze some lemon juice.
Very nice.
So now we've got a parsley in there, we've got a lemon juice.
Are you finely chopping the parsley?
Yeah, let's get it finely chopped so it's nice and spread over the pasta.
It smells very summery, very light, something that you could probably, you picture the summer, kind of outdoor eating at a restaurant, that type of vibe.
You can just imagine like the Mediterranean, nice glass of wine, hot summer's day, and a simple, delicious dish.
Very nice. Like I said, my favourite is the quickness of it. I mean, it's pretty much there, isn't it? And it's taken us, 10 minutes?
Yeah, well, that's it. Right, I'm ready to plate mine up, so I'm going to...
Perfect. Yeah, plate it up and give us a... Show it to the camera, see what you're dealing with.
I'm going to do this swirly thing. I'm going to try and make it look good.
Yeah, that lemon. Do you make this a lot and then kind of do different, not add shrimp, add something different, or do you usually stick to this with shrimp?
You can add all different things really. You can add, well, also during the week I'll go vegan, so it'll be tofu, it'll be kind of chicken, like soya chicken bits. So you can add what you want because all the flavourings in the oil anyway. So
it's the colours that I love. I don't know if you can see that, but you've got all your different colours in there, which makes it really pop, which I like. God, you're making me crave shrimp now, Wai.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, it's all about the colour. You've got just a bit of everything there.
So with your, Wai, you just recently got married, do you and your wife always eat the same meals? Do you cook differently?
Well, yeah, we cook differently because she is definitely not going vegan. She lost her meat, so.
Would you just, let's say you want to do this plant-based, would you just add your shrimp later? Looks beautiful.
Like
Very
it?
Nice. Very nice. Like I said, if you made a dish like this, would you just like fry up some meat on the side and add it, or literally she just does a completely different meal?
Well, it depends. Like she'll eat it. It's not a problem at all. But more than likely, she'll eat something else herself if she fancies it. So I'll just cook for myself, and she'll cook for herself.
Nice.
Depends whether she's lazy or not. If she's lazy, then she'll eat what I'm eating. But as you're saying that, majority of the time she'll cook for me as well. So
bless up. All right. Well, cheers to that, Wai. I appreciate you coming on, mate. Enjoy your beer. Enjoy your Saturday, lad.
Cheers. Same to you, mate.